Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on some interesting updates. We start with Abde El Zazuli as the Barca starlet is set to stay at Barca finally, unless 30 million euro offer comes along. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, in this episode, we talk about out of favor defender Clement Lenglet, as it has been reported that his former club Sevilla want to resign the out of favor Barca star on a loan. We're also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very much welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Ace Abde is, one of the few Barcelona players who has been linked with a move away from the club in the final week of the transfer window. With Barca looking to bring in fresh funds, the Moroccan international's name has been mentioned as a possible candidate for an exit, especially with just a week remaining before the transfer market slams shut. Mundo Deportivo has offered an update on the future of Abde, suggesting that the forward will end up remaining at Camp Nou. As per the report, the 21-year-old youngster will stay at Barcelona this season, barring any last-minute turnaround. The Moroccan international was targeted by Bayer Leverkusen this summer, but the German club were not willing to cough up more than 15 million euros for the player. Barcelona, though, value the young attacker at 30 million euros and are not willing to settle for half the valuation. Real Betis and Osasuna too are still interested in the services of Abde, but the Spanish outfits only wanted to sign the player on a loan deal. So, as had been reported earlier this week, Xavi Hernandez has been a key factor behind Abde's staying put as a club this summer. The Barca head coach values the Moroccan quite highly and wants him to be part of his first team this season, especially following the departure of Ousmane Dembele. Xavi wants to keep hold of someone like Abde, who is coming on the back of an excellent loan spell at CA Osasuna. Abde has already featured in the first two league games of the season, but it will be interesting to see whether or not the Moroccan gets his first start when Barca take on Villarreal later today. Of course, Ace Abde has been, a revolution. Of course, we saw him last season at Osasuna doing wonders. He was the best loan player for Barca last season without any doubt. And we always saw it coming, right? We always saw it coming that Abde will likely return to the first team this season after his huge performances last season on loan. And of course, the rumor mill have never stopped bringing Abde's name on the fall, trying to talk about the fact that he might be leaving. But Xavi Hernandez have always said Abde is a player that he likes and he wants to keep. He wants Abde to stay, especially as his favorite Ousmane Dembele disappointed him going to PSG earlier on this summer. So Abde remains an important part of the project, according to Xavi. But this report says that yes, that's what Barcelona want to decide to do. They don't want to sell him as Xavi values him, but a very big bird, 30 million euros might be that amount that if and only if it comes in, then the Catalan giants might just consider selling. But I very much doubt if any of those Spanish clubs will bring 30 million, because there have been offers for just 15 million. None of them even crossed 20 million. So it will be difficult. It will be difficult. That is why if Barca are saying 30 million, then we can just conclusively say, look, Abde will stay at Barca. And of course, I think he will be a great sign. And sorry, he'll be great this season. He's yet to score this season, but even neither is he yet to. I think he has not started yet. Let's see how the game against Villarreal will look like. Lamine Yamal as well have been so important. I think Abde and Lamine Yamal are those two additional wingers who already help us this season. Xavi just needs to manage them so well for them to develop to great players, still very young players. And of course, the future is bright. The future looks bright from all indications We just have to see how things go from here. Because there have been a lot of links about Abde, Real Betis, even the Osasuna that he went on loan last season. The president of the Osasuna even spoke the other day saying that he really wants Abde to join the club, even if it's another loan move. He has no problem. But Barca are not open for any loan move for Abde. They want to keep him unless 30 million euro for a buy option or whatever comes in before they can start considering such. So let's see how it goes for Abde, who looks set to impress Xavi and to always have a starting berth. Because if he continues the way he has started, not too bright, I think he will continue to be a bench player. But let's see how it goes for Abde, who will continue to fight for a spot alongside Lamine Yamal. So we have also Rafinha, we have Ferran Torres. Definitely the positions on the wings will be very crowded. So the earlier you put in your best performance, the better. Then on to the final story of discussion. Clement Lenglet and Barcelona have made significant efforts to secure the player's exit, but so far without success. However, as the summer transfer window draws to a close, the 28-year-old continues to evaluate all the options at his disposal. Lenglet appears to be eager to return to Tottenham, where he spends a year on loan, but negotiations between those two teams have stalled. The lack of European suitors has given rise to the possibility of the Frenchman joining Saudi Arabia. Now, according to Luis Rojo of Marca, Sevilla want to resign Lenglet on loan and are in contact with Barcelona. The main obstacle currently is the player's high salary. Lenglet already has experience playing for Sevilla, having officially recorded 73 appearances before Barca signed him up in 2018. Given that he had an impressive spell in Seville, the Andalusian outfit aims to reacquire him and bolster their defensive line. Although Barcelona would prefer a permanent transfer fee, they have reportedly been more receptive to a loan spell, with getting rid of Lenglet's 16 million euro wages the biggest priority as of now. These massive wages also deter Sevilla from making a move. As such, for the loan deal to go through, it would appear that Barca might have to agree to continue paying a part of that salary. Lenglet has a decision to make, with Saudi Arabia and Sevilla emerging as realistic options. The player knows he does not have a shot at regular play time with Xavi, so he will ultimately have to make certain concessions. So, guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.